So the first thing we're going to do is club assembly. And this is something we do the first meeting of the year. And I think that the first thing I want to share with you is our new budget numbers. You all have been very busy and very active in our fundraising. And wait, that's not going to work. Hold on a second. Here we go. Let's do this. Share screen. So I wanted to just share with you where we're at on the foundation side. Can you see that now? Great. So we don't have the final numbers in for Taste of Holidays, but that is we're estimating a net of around 7,000, 7,500. And we're estimating we might get some more community or club member donations that aren't specified for anything else. But the board has been able to raise our spending to these new numbers. And even if we don't get any more money in, even if we don't bring any more in and we don't do the spring event, we should be able to meet these numbers, have the money for these numbers. So I wanted to share them with you and thank all of you for the work you did to raise the money in the first half of the year. So now we can spend the second half of the year spending it. And if we raise more, we can spend more. So educational scholarships, we were able to bring it back to match what we budgeted for last year. And all the committees, they were budgeted at 2,500, now are budgeted at 3,500. So that would be youth activities, World Community Services. And the reason that says 6,000 is because they did brought in 2,500 from other means. Vocational service, including TAY, is at 3,500. Community service at 3,500. You can see there's 500 down here for Week of Gratefulness, but if they didn't spend that, that stays in their pot. And we really boosted backpacks for kids to 13,500. And then we brought my discretionary dollars back up to almost match what we did last year. So that comes to about 47,000, which don't get dizzy here. As you go up here and see, that's about 3,000 less than we have here. So even if we don't quite bring in this amount, we're still in good shape. So I wanted to share that with you. Are there any quick questions about that for understanding or clarity? Anybody have any questions? So I just want to really thank all of you for making that happen. That was pretty darn awesome. So now I want to go back to this, but let's see what happens. That may not work very well. Hold on a second. The sharing of the screen is always, So what we're going to do is we'll go right now to a few of the committees that I've asked all the committee chairs to be ready to come and tell you a little bit about what their committee's up to. And I'm going to start with, let's see what I'm going to do here. We're going to start with membership. So is there anyone from membership who wants to talk a little bit? Let's see.
Hey Maggie, Tomas is here. I'm here. Spoke with Ray a bit last night. And membership has been more of a reactive committee, I'd say, certainly in the last 6 months or more since the pandemic started. We've been following up with anybody who other club members have asked us to. And so I'd say more than ever right now, as we say in membership, it's not just our committee, the whole club is the membership committee. And right now that's more important than ever. If you do have anyone inquiring about what Rotary is about, It's important that you reach out to me or Ray or any of the committee members and allow us to get in contact with them. And then that's the other part of our discussion that we had last night is, we feel like in one sense, we're just still learning what we can share about what Rotary is, or at least has become and will be until we get back to, quote unquote normal. We don't want to sell anybody a false bag of goods and on what Rotary was maybe 4 years ago, because it's quite a bit different right now. I mean, let's face it, a lot of the things we're doing or asked to do are a bit different. So I'd say we're in a transitional period like most of us are. We're a little bit more reactive than proactive, but we're here for you guys, and we're certainly willing and able to chat with any folks who show any interest or could be prospective members.
Great, thank you for that. Appreciate that. Mentorship, Brandy.
Good morning. Thank you, President Maggie, for the opportunity to share a little bit about the Mentorship Committee. I am the Mentorship Chair this year, and in acknowledgement of January that it's Mentoring Month, I would like to give accolades to the committee's members who hold a wealth of Rotary experience, from being the past district governor to district governor-elect to past presidents to seasoned Rotarians. And those members are Terry Clark, Dustin Littlefield, Craig Newman, Scott Heller, Susan Deal McCarthy, Romy Hitchcock-Tennesseth, and myself. When a proposed member from the membership committee is approved by the club, mentors are assigned to them. And once that new Rotarian has been inducted, the mentor is a primary contact, even though all Rotarians are their mentors, to help guide them through the red to blue badge pathway, exposing them to different aspects and various aspects of Rotary on a club level as well as an international level through makeups, board meetings, Sergeant of Arms assistants, craft talks, district conferences, and more. We're there to answer their questions and help them introduce with club committees, emphasizing the importance of engagement. But as Tomas kind of indicated, things are a little different this year. And so we're doing all the best that we can remotely. And so anyway, yeah, so that's what we have been challenged with as well, to kind of adapt to some of these pandemics. But that's pretty much in it. Mentorship in a nutshell. And if anybody would like to learn more about the Mentorship Committee, you can contact me or any of the mentors. Thanks.
Thank you for that. Appreciate that. Fellowship.
Hi, Maggie.
Hello.
I guess a little update from the Fellowship Committee. We are certainly continuing to figure out ways to bring the membership together on a somewhat regular basis, even though it's harder or more difficult to figure out ways to meet in person. So we do have our monthly Sunrise Swednesdays. The next one does happen next Wednesday on the 13th of January. That's a Zoom social. The theme this month is cooking lessons from Lady Jessica's kitchen. So hopefully you all got the email earlier this week with your shopping list, and we're certainly looking forward to that. We are having conversations about what a charter celebration looks like. Charter Night is our club's birthday celebration. We do not anticipate that will happen in February, which is sort of the typical timing of it. But we are going to be planning something that can happen a little bit later on in the year when we can come back to meeting up in person. But there, we're trying to figure out ways to be able to be creative with our fellowship events, given the limitations of social distancing until we can all be vaccinated. So I guess that's what I have. Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then community service. AJ, I think you were going to say a few words.
Yeah, community service is tends to be more of our hands-on projects that we identify a need in the community and use our time and funds to do some good. And so some previous projects I could throw out there were like the Arcata House Extreme Makeover, the Humboldt Resource Center defibrillator donation. Looks like we made some picnic tables at the Chevrolet Visade Park. Most recently last year was the Peninsula Union School Garden Project. And then we do have some ongoing projects like Adopt a Highway, the Rotary Park cleanup, the Arcata Community Forest Trail upkeep. And right now, it looks like we still need a few more volunteers for the senior meal delivery. Perhaps if you're interested, you could show some interest in the chat, and we can take information for that particular service. And then some things we're looking towards are some other, so most recently this year, we did the gratitude bags in conjunction with the Taste of the Holiday Committee. The most recent idea that I feel like would be attainable this year would be to build a bench in honor of someone at the Jacoby Creek School, but we're yet to bring that to the committee, and it was just some idea that was an idea that was thrown around. But if you're interested, we do meet monthly, and our next meeting is January 20th, Wednesday morning at 7 a.m. We do tend to meet that third week of every month, and it'll I think vastly between Wednesday and Thursdays depending on schedules. But yeah, come check us out if you're interested in hearing what we could do hands-on in our community.
Thank you, AJ. Terry, Rotary Foundation.
Thank you, President Maggie. Our club continues to be a very robust supporter of the Rotary Foundation. We, at the end of December, we're leading our district of 47 clubs in our annual program fund giving for the second month in a row. I really appreciate everyone having fun with Final Friday. Final Friday is the 29th this month, and I'll be sending out the list of requested people to put forth prizes. We pretty much seamlessly went to Zoom with Final Friday, which I know I was worried about it, and I think a lot of people were worried about it, but people have been great about sending their presents, pictures of their presents, to President Maggie, and then we've all figured out a way to get things delivered. So I really appreciate your help. And if anybody has any questions about Rotary Direct, which is a way to give on some periodicity of your choice through the Rotary website, please let me know and I'd be happy to walk you through it. But thank you very much for all your support.
Thank you, Terry. And the last one we're going to do this week, we will continue with this next week. The last one for this week is scholarship. Brian.
I'm here. So this is the time of the year where we really get going. We don't know whether we're going to be in person or whether we're going to be repeating again online. A lot depends on how fast, obviously, the vaccines get rolled out. But really excited to see that our budget is back in place. We're also waiting on more information on our other activities. History Day, which would also be another big in-person opportunity, is still uncertain, as well as the top 10%. So fingers crossed that we get back opened up before graduation and we can once again continue our tradition of having breakfast. But we'll be moving forward with our scholarships. There was talk earlier in the year of really focusing more on the vocational, and we had some initial conversations with the youth services about integrating some of our scholarships in with activities for the foster youth. And I look forward to continuing those conversations and brainstorming some ideas about how we can do a better job of really reaching out to, the kids that we usually get are the ones heading off to top tier colleges, and we'd really love to have an opportunity to support kids heading more into career fields and other vocational opportunities. So,
Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for that. And as I said, next week, we will hear from the other committees. Wanted to remind you about this coming up, and there will be an email sent out soon with the link information to get into that. But mostly we'll be sending something out so that you can RSVP, so that our presenters have an idea of how many people will be involved in this. So that will be coming soon. So now we're going to do some recognition, and as my dad used to say, you're going to have fun, damn it, whether you like it or not. So we're going to start with wait a DGE minute with Dustin, and he's gone. Where'd he go? All right, Dustin.
Yes, President Maggie. So I didn't, there we go. There it is. That's the screen I was looking for. So today, we once again get to recognize past President AJ and our club for our club's amazing accomplishments during his year. And I'm happy I get to present the banner to him as well. So I'm going to read the paragraph that RI sent to him verbatim and just go down the list here because this is pretty phenomenal. So, dear Club President, on behalf of the trustees of the Rotary Foundation, please accept this special 2019-2020 banner recognition as an expression of our sincere appreciation for your members' generosity or generous support of the annual fund. Your club is distinguished from more than 35,000 Rotary clubs worldwide as being one or more of the following. So here we go. We are one of only 1,550 clubs to achieve the top 3 highest in per capita annual giving. We are one of only 3,400 clubs worldwide to attain status of every Rotarian every year, which is a $100 contribution to the annual fund. And we are one of only 4,000 clubs worldwide to become a 100% foundation giving club. Below it says, please convey our gratitude to every member of your club for their generous gifts to our Rotary Foundation. Your support enables Rotarians to tackle the world's toughest challenges, both in your community and across the globe. So AJ, thanks again for your leadership that year, and thanks to the club for a whopping year. And there you go, buddy. There's some recognition from RI and for the club. So round of applause, please. And if I don't see her here today. She probably won't be with us for a little bit, but I do have one more recognition, and we'll give her a proper recognition when she gets back to the club. But Rachel did have a little boy on January 3rd. His name is Isaac Servinsky, and we'll let her give the, her whole spiel when she gets back in. But I just wanted to let you all know that it's on Facebook, so it's no secret. But when she gets back to the club, we'll get her a slide and a round of applause and maybe something else. So anyway, just keep you all updated on that. And that's what I got for you today. So thanks, President Maggie, and thanks again, AJ, for your leadership.
Thank you, Dustin.
Thank you, Dustin, and thank you, AJ, and thank you to the club for making that happen. I don't think keeping babies a secret is a thing right now. I mean, I'm trying to think of who would do that. Probably probably kings and queens would do it, but us normal people usually like to celebrate it. So
I don't know the etiquette, so
Right.
I don't know. Some of us like to keep some of them quiet.
This year, you would completely be able to keep a whole pregnancy, a baby, everything quiet.
Yeah, I think it's easier for guys than it is for the woman. So, but yeah, that I saw her pictures, and that's really happy. So yeah, we can't wait to see both of them at a meeting. So thank you, Dustin, again.